Jimmy Garoppolo was almost a Washington Commander. Welcome back, everyone. It's your boy CJR Sports, and today we'll be talking about the 49ers and the Washington Commanders almost had a deal put in place to send Jimmy Garoppolo to Washington. Let's get right into this video. So Jimmy Garoppolo had a surprise shoulder surgery that derailed a trade that would have sent Jimmy Garoppolo to Washington. Just this morning, Adam Schefter said that the scouting combine in February, the 49ers and the Washington Commanders had parameters of a deal in place that would send Garoppolo from the San Francisco 49ers to Washington that had multiple draft picks that would have been sent over to San Francisco. So now, what happened? Why didn't it go through? And we have all that information for you now. So the report that doesn't address an equal important consideration. And so, what does that mean? Okay, what would have the Commanders paid for Jimmy Garoppolo? Meaning, would he be still on his same $25 million the final year of his contract? Would if he received a cut? When he got a redo the deal, or when he got an extension? So that's stuff that's also was it considered during this trade. We know now Garoppolo was due to make more than $25 million in his final year on his existing contract. And for me, it's really hard to even think and fathom that the Commanders would have traded for him without extending him or giving him a new deal, driving down his cap hit in 2022. So if the Commanders have wanted a new contract, Jimmy Garoppolo could have blocked the trade and have declined the trade completely. But the way that his shoulder surgery happened, it ruffled feathers and the trade just ultimately didn't go through. But to me, one of the real questions about this entire parameters of the trade and sending Jimmy Garoppolo to Washington is, would have you gotten the surgery if you knew that you were going to be traded to become a starting quarterback somewhere else? And the question ultimately is, who knows? Because going into week 3, we know that Jimmy Garoppolo is the starting quarterback for the 49ers right now due to Trey Lance's injury. Would have Jimmy Garoppolo even passed a physical if the trade would have gone through? And the answer is no. So Jimmy Garoppolo has to be much happier where he is currently right now. I've gotten the surgery. He's with the same team, same coaching staff, everything right now. The players love him. The players wanted him to stay. Maybe he knew what was going to happen all along. And it seemed like the 49ers were shopping Jimmy Garoppolo without even knowing that he needed shoulder surgery. It was almost very familiar to a Matthew Stafford trade just a year ago when the Rams traded for Matthew Stafford and when the Lions received Jared Goff and a bunch of other first-round picks, including that trade, because they were shopping him all that offseason, and before even the free agency period even opened, Matthew Stafford was already previously traded. It sounded like the 49ers were trying to do something very similar to that to gain some draft capital for trading away a lot of draft capital to be able to trade up in the draft to acquire Trey Lance. But I mean, us looking at it as a week 3 standpoint, we know that trade would have hurt the 49ers in the long run, knowing that what we know now, Trey Lance is hurt. He'll be out for the entirety of this season. Jimmy Garoppolo is the starting quarterback of the 49ers. It seems like the 49ers are still committed to Trey Lance even after this injury. So Jimmy Garoppolo will test free agency this offseason and see where he will go. There is a chance where he can go to a team like the New York Giants, where Daniel Jones will be off his last year of his contract. Right now they are winning games. They could decide to go with Jimmy Garoppolo, who is a winner. He can go to Carolina. He could go to Seattle. There is destinations where Jimmy Garoppolo could go, and it's very interesting to hear that he was almost traded to Washington, and that ultimately led Washington to trade for Carson Wentz from the Indianapolis Colts just a year ago. But guys, let me know down in the comments if you think this entire thing, entire trade with Jimmy Garoppolo and Washington, what would your thoughts be on it? Like, who would you rather have, Jimmy Garoppolo or Carson Wentz, if you're a Washington fan watching this video? But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And it's your boy, CJR Sports, and I'm out. Peace, guys.